Have you ever worked with someone who always needs to be the smartest person in the room, takes credit for everything, and somehow makes you feel like the problem? You might not just be dealing with a difficult coworker, you might be dealing with a narcissist. And if you don't handle it right, they can quietly wreck your confidence, your reputation, and even your career. So today, I'm going to show you exactly how to deal with narcissistic coworkers without losing your sanity. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we break down real-life psychology and practical strategies you can actually use. Today's topic is one a lot of people struggle with but don't always recognize: narcissistic coworkers. We're going to cover how to spot them, why they behave the way they do, and most importantly, how to deal with them effectively. Let's get into it. Section 1. What is a narcissistic coworker? First, let's be clear, everyone can be a little self-centered sometimes. That's normal. But narcissistic coworkers tend to show consistent patterns like constant need for attention and praise, taking credit for others' work, blaming others for their mistakes, lack of empathy, manipulation, or gaslighting. For example, you might present an idea in a meeting and suddenly they rephrase it and act like it was theirs all along. Or when something goes wrong, somehow it's never their fault. The tricky part? They often come across as confident, charismatic, even high-performing, which makes it harder for others to notice the problem. Section 2. Why they act this way. Understanding this part is key. Narcissistic behavior is usually driven by deep insecurity, not confidence. They rely on external validation, control, and maintaining a certain image, so when they interrupt you, dismiss your ideas, or compete with you constantly, it's often because they feel threatened. Now, this doesn't excuse the behavior, but it helps you respond strategically instead of emotionally. Section 3. How to deal with them. All right, this is the part you're here for. 1. Don't take it personally. This is the hardest but most important rule. Their behavior is about them, not you. If you internalize everything they say or do, you're playing right into their game. Instead, create emotional distance. Think, this is a pattern. This isn't about my worth. 2. Set clear boundaries. Narcissistic coworkers push limits because they expect people won't push back. So you need to be clear and firm. For example, I'd like to finish my point. Let's make sure credit is shared appropriately. I'm not comfortable with that approach. You don't need to be aggressive, just consistent. 3. Document everything. This is huge. If you're working with someone who takes credit or shifts blame, keep emails, save messages, track your contributions. This protects you if things escalate, and it gives you proof if you need to involve a manager. Think of it as your professional safety net. 4. Don't engage in power struggles. Narcissistic coworkers love conflict, especially if it puts them in control. If you try to win against them emotionally, you'll drain yourself. Instead, stay calm. Stick to facts. Avoid getting pulled into drama. Short, neutral responses work best. 5. Use strategic communication. When dealing with narcissists, how you say things matters. Try keeping communication direct and factual, avoiding emotional language, looping in others when necessary. For example, instead of confronting them privately, you might say in a group setting, "Just to clarify, this was the approach I outlined last week." Now you're reinforcing your role without attacking them. 6. Limit personal information. The more they know about you, the more they can use it. So, keep conversations professional. Avoid oversharing. Be selective about trust. Not everyone at work needs access to your personal life. 7. Know when to escalate. If the behavior becomes toxic, like harassment, repeated credit stealing, undermining your work, it's time to involve management or HR. And this is where your documentation becomes critical. Keep it professional. Stick to facts. Avoid emotional language. 8. Protect your mental health. This might be the most important step. Working with a narcissistic coworker can be exhausting, so make sure you Set boundaries outside of work. Talk to someone you trust. Take breaks when needed. And if the environment becomes unhealthy long-term, it's okay to consider other opportunities. No job is worth your well-being. Section 4. Quick recap. Let's quickly recap. To deal with narcissistic coworkers, don't take it personally. Set firm boundaries, document everything, avoid emotional conflicts, communicate strategically, limit personal info, escalate when needed, and protect your mental health. You don't have to fix them, you just have to manage the situation in a way that protects you. If you've ever dealt with a narcissistic coworker, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your experience. And if this video helped you, make sure to like and subscribe for more real-world strategies like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.